I don't know if I said it yesterday, but I was actually thinking it. I was thinking what's going to happen almost for certain is I'm going to put my jet ski all back together, and then tomorrow the flywheel that I'm waiting for will show up. Well, the good news is I didn't put my tank back in yet, so I have fairly easy access. Alright, I got a little treat for you guys, because literally no one asked. I thought I would weigh a stock flywheel and compare it to the one that I've lightened. So let's turn on the scale. The factory flywheel is 3 pounds 14 ounces, or 1,757 grams, or 1.757 kilograms. And the one I lightened is 3 pounds 2.4 ounces, 1,430 grams. This isn't the last we'll be seeing of lightened flywheels, but I am putting a factory one back on for now for two reasons. I didn't show this in a video, but one of my magnets ended up cracked. The reason why I'm using the factory flywheel is because I think the different magnet is actually causing some ignition issues. Alright, I don't know if it's Kawasaki, Kaufman, or West Coast that makes this bushing for the pipe, but they don't do a very good job of it, and it was causing damage to the manifold, and it made the hole really odd shaped. I cleaned it up with a Dremel, and I made this split bushing, which is made out of acetal or Delrin. Basically, it's going to push in from the back side, so this metal part is going to sit up against the manifold, and then this part will go in from this side. And then I'm going to use a stainless steel washer on this side and tighten it up. Alright YouTube, I got the new flywheel in and the exhaust mostly on, so I'm going to turn the engine over and see if there's any discernible difference between the spark that it had before and the spark that it has now. So let's see. Honestly, I can't say. Looks the same. When I built this thing, I was kind of skeptical on whether or not I would want to tow my trailer behind it. So I basically had it set up so that I could put the trailer on as an option if I decided that it was sturdy enough. So what I did is I left this piece sticking out the back like this. And then the idea was that I could put this piece on and then a drawbar inside of that. For those of you following along at home, this is what it is going to look like, except it is upside down right now. But this is going to be welded around here in these holes, and then the drawbar will go in the back. It's also going to be welded around here and on the inside as well. I had to close up some substantial gaps, as you can see under here. I think the gap on the other side was a little worse than that. Clean up that spatter and it'll look fine. Hashtag Instagram worthy. I just got an order from Oh no. Way to go. I just got an order from SBT, which I just held up for the camera, and some O-rings fell out. I'm going to try putting this kit into my carburetor, and if it goes well, I'll take it out to the lake and take it for a test. I've made several changes since the last test ride, so yeah, hopefully it works well. We've got some O-rings. I love the smell of a carb kit. Does the kit come with a new poppet? It doesn't, does it? Oh yeah, it does. Good. Okay, good. This diaphragm looks like this diaphragm. It's a Friday and I got off work early. How awesome is that? It is Friday, so traffic leaving town is probably going to be a little bit crazy. But if I'm going jet skiing at the lake, do I really care? I'm going to put a little bit of assembly goo on these for two reasons. One, to stop it from sticking so bad the next time it comes apart. Two, it helps it seal up a little bit. You don't want big gobs of grease, just kind of enough to make a slippery coating. I never ever used to call these poppets. I always called them needle valves. And in the video that I made, I was calling it a poppet because I saw a few videos where they were calling it a poppet, and I didn't want people to think that I was an idiot and I didn't know the proper name. The factory spring actually seems a bit stiffer. I'm going to keep the factory spring because it seems a little stiffer. I'm going to install that real quick. I think I'll replace these O-rings too if they're available in the kit. This is the O-ring that replaces this one. There's no good reason for me to replace the screen. I think the one that is on here is probably better than the replacement one that they send. 14 minutes so far I've spent rebuilding this carburetor. Put this one screw back in. Oh, my cat's stuck. Time out. Where are you, buddy? Presto changeo. And diaphragm gasket. I'm realizing as I'm putting my carburetor back together that I still have to put some coolant lines back on. These screws are JIC and not Phillips, but if you're careful with a regular screwdriver, you can work on them just fine. That being said, if you're going to work on them all the time, JIC screwdriver set isn't a lot of money, so just buy yourself one. I'm going to do the rest off camera because I've been working for half an hour now, and hopefully I see you guys next at the lake.